This week, our theme is a people seeking God. We will take a look at how people fall in and out of right relationship with God. Throughout this week, we'll be taking a look at stories that tell us about times when human beings have fallen in and out and in and out again of right relationship with God. Sometimes we call this falling out of right relationship sin, and sometimes it's just more of an apathy. Regardless of how that looks and how that manifests in our own personal lives, it happens both culturally and also on an individual basis. In our text this week that we start off with on Sunday, we read another passage from the prophet Isaiah from the same time period that we read about last week. The northern kingdom of Israel has fallen to the Assyrian army, and they are camped out on the southern kingdom of Judah's northern border. The people are afraid, and the king of Judah has made some fairly sketchy compromises in the hopes of keeping his people safe. Despite being told not to do so by the divine, despite being told not to do so by the prophets, the king of Judah has basically stripped the temple in Jerusalem of all of its gold, all of its wealth, and has donated all of this to the Assyrian gods and to the Assyrian Empire as an offering to the gods of Assyria. Needless to say, God is not very happy and very pleased with this behavior, and things are looking very, very dim for the nation of Judah. It's in this context that we hear these words that there will be a light in the darkness. We often refer to a light in the darkness during the season of Christmas with all of our candles and trees and all the ways that we hang lights and encourage the use of light throughout the season. It makes a lot of sense in the Northern Hemisphere that we're using a lot of light during this season because Christmas almost always within a couple of days coincides with the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, meaning that it's the shortest day of sunlight throughout the entirety of the year within the Northern Hemisphere. It's literally the darkest, longest night of the year. Because of this coinciding of the celebration of Christmas and this call for hope, right alongside this promise that each day will get a little bit longer from here on out, we find this promise of light in the darkness. There was a hotel chain that for a long time had a slogan in all of their marketing materials. The slogan was, "We'll leave the light on for you." The implication being that you were expected, that you were welcome, that wherever you were coming from, that you might find some rest, that you might find some respite, that you might find a moment of relief and home in the midst of your travels. Although the prophet Isaiah definitely did not have access to this modern advertising campaign, I still think that this light in the darkness of which he speaks was as relevant in his own day as it is in ours. This promise that there is a light to look towards. As Christian people, we believe that this light that we are looking towards in the darkness, this hope that defies all hopelessness, is the person of Jesus Christ. And so we are continuing to prepare our hearts, our minds, our souls for the coming of Jesus Christ in the past, the present, and the future. As we continue this journey, as we continue our stories and our storytelling towards Bethlehem.